You know, about 2300 years ago, this guy named Euclid made a bunch of rules on how space and geometry works. Using these rules, people made technology to figure out things, to make technology to figure out more things. We continued this cycle of technology and things until we started to use the technology to simulate things, but this time without those stupid Euclidean geometry rules getting in the way. Hello, my friendly enemies, my name is Master J, and today I am going to show you how to make non-Euclidean worlds in vanilla Minecraft. If you want to learn more about what they are, I highly recommend you checking out this video up there on your top left or down there in the description. But to give a 5-second rundown, they basically just take your perception of reality and the universe and completely break it. Let's give an example. Steve is walking through a corridor when he comes upon a door. He opens it up, but the corridor ends after a right turn. Confused, Steve turns back, whereupon he finds the doorway has completely disappeared. Instead, there is another turn, and he comes upon the shiny diamond block, and a sign unenthusiastically telling him he won. But wait, rewind. How did that door seemingly appear from nowhere? Was it magic? Trickery? Well, it's actually surprisingly simple. You see, just beyond the door is a repeating command block, and shockingly, it contains a command in it. This command teleported Steve to the exact same relative position in an almost identical section. It did this by using this execute command shown here. Now, it may seem complicated at first, but it's actually incredibly easy to understand. The execute at section means that the command will be executed as if it was situated at the targeted entity, which in this case is Steve. So, since the command is being executed from the player, all we need to do is run a teleport command that teleports the player to the exact position on the other structure. You see, making a true non-Euclidean engine is hard, so what we do here is just make it look like one. Here's another example of this. Alex finds herself in a hallway with a door at the end. She goes through the door, when suddenly, she is blinded and cannot see far around her. To her left is a dead end, so she goes right. She walks forward for a long time, but the hallway doesn't seem to end. After a while of this, she turns and begins walking back. When, to her surprise, she comes back to the door she entered through, and what's more, the end of the map is in plain sight. The blindness clears, and Alex finds that this never-ending hallway was barely 20 blocks. Now, how does this work? Like before, an area detecting command block is used, but this time, it's a little different. Instead of teleporting the player, it places a redstone block in between 3 other command blocks. Let's take a look at what each one does. This one is similar to what we are used to. It teleports the nearest player. Note there is no area detector since the player is already confirmed to be in the correct location by the command block. The second block fills the planks in the back with air, exposing the final section. The third block replaces the redstone block that powered it with air, resetting the contraption. These redstone block contraptions are very handy when you want multiple impulse commands to execute from a repeating block. If you want to hear me explain that, at 10 likes, I'll make you a video showing the ropes. It really is quite simple. Area command blocks are used to give and remove the blindness effect. Blindness is good for non-Euclidean maps because it limits the player's view, allowing them to just not be able to see any breaks in the illusion. Of course, non-Euclidean maps don't always have to be in the dark and out of sight. They can also be blatant and in plain view. Take this, for example. Daikon Man 3 finds himself in a room divided into quarters with glass walls. In his quarter is a weird red hole, identical to the one in the adjacent room. He enters the hole and is immediately transported to its twin. The next room has a similar hole just a jump away, and a regular stairway back to the first room for anyone who could be bad enough to fail such a simple jump. But who would do that? Definitely not him. After his definite first try, the hole teleports him up above. Landing, he just does some simple parkour, and is greeted with the most enthusiastic sign of all. He wins! You see, this map used all the elements from before, but in a different way. Instead of hidden, the teleportation is in plain sight. Using this, it is very easy to make portals for your players to go through. This is even helped by the fact that, unless changed, teleporting will conserve the momentum that the player has. I actually used this in my latest map, Fight and Flight, link in the description. In it, commands change the walls from solid objects to warps to the other side of the stage. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please be sure to like and subscribe, because I like algorithm. Remember, I will explain the repeat to impulse setup at 10 likes, and I will see you friendly anemones in some future video. Goodbye! I'm still recording. I hit the wrong button and I'm still recording. You fool! Now we get to talk about the script of Morbius. You know, about 2,300 years ago, this guy named Euclid made